Have you ever used recursion with Python before? In this video, we're going to write a simple recursive function to find the factorial of a number. So recursion is when you call a function within itself. So let's create a function here. We're going to call it factorial, and it's going to take in a parameter of n like this. Now here what we're going to do is return the function itself like this. So factorial n, and then we're going to do return. So the issue here is that if we call the factorial function, this one, like this, so print factorial, and then we put the number here, for example, what's going to happen is it would run forever. So we need what's called the base case, which would stop the function calls at a certain point. And the base case for this function is if n is 0 or 1. So what we're going to do here is if n less or equal to 1, then we're going to return 1, considering factorial of 0 and 1 is 1, right? So now this would stop the function calls, right? But there's another problem, which is that n is never decreasing, right? So we're going to add a -1 here, and we're going to multiply the whole thing by n. And you're going to see why in a minute. So here we're printing the factorial of 5, right? Because number equals 5, so the expected output should be 120, right? So before we run this, let's create a quick output breakdown. So first what we have is factorial of 5, right? So if we call this, we're going to get 5 times factorial of 4, right? And what is factorial of 4? We're going to do that as well. This one is going to be 4 times factorial of 3, and we continue doing so. 3 times factorial of 2, right? And then let's copy all of this now. So 2, and then 2, and then 1 over here, until we reach 1. So factorial of 1 equals 1, which is the base case, right? So the result here would be 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 and times 1, which is 120. And finally, let's run the code and see the recursion in action. And there you go. Subscribe for more.